holds back any peek in. Only one smoke and one flashbang left up on the Na'Vi side as one of those getting thrown out over towards long. At least allows for top mid control to be taken here for Na'Vi. Windigo still with a very, very heavy B site presence in this round. 3 players towards this side of the map. And they might have just made the right decision. Hadji even clearing out the apartments. And it's this information here that's allowed for them to maintain these 3 players over towards B. That kill now comes through, and the push trying to be found on the back of it. Poison removing the first man. Calix having a drop down into oranges, and now he does find himself trapped, but it might not matter because all the kills go in favor of Windigo. And Simple's just got to back away, try and hold on to the AK in the 1v4. And with 2 players pushing down mid, he might not even manage that.
Really nice round from Windigo there, you know, just having all the information with that wrap from Hadji. Simple gets a kill on the exit, he won't go down luckily enough, so not dying after time. But nice bait and switch. Poison playing pillar. Calix, he gets spammed initially. He's playing anti-flash on top of that boost. Just gets spammed, falls off. Poison gets a kill instead. And, you know, Na'Vi realize they are hamstrung. They have 15 seconds left. They have no utility. And they've got to play off the back of that CT smoke that they've just thrown. So they just keep going, keep holding W and into the firing line. Windigo, dominant start to the CT side of this map. And there need to be solutions here for Na'Vi. They can't afford to keep letting this be a problem. We're definitely seeing Blade be more vocal than Kane was at times back in the coach slot for this team. I just wonder if that's helping Na'Vi right now. What is being said? Simple's got that AK, everyone else ecoing around that saved weapon. So, you know, regardless of what you can say, nothing's really going to be expected in this round from Na'Vi. Maybe some kills, but even then they've been struggling. Still, Simple only on 1 and Guardian still on -1. So nice start from Poison, keeping Guardian in the negatives. He's going back for more. Simple almost getting killed on that bridge. Dangerous fight, but Simple's going to win it anyway. Of course he will. That's an AWP dropped and retrievable. Flamey is there in time to grab that weapon. Now Na'Vi with a real shot in this round.
And they just pump the brakes, slowing this right down. 1 man can be found over at the top banana right now, and they will start to send Simple towards him. Bubble just jiggle peeking this angle every now and again for the information, and there we go. He saw Simple. That's enough for him to drop that smoke and buys another 20 or so seconds for Windigo. However, that's also prompted the rotation around from Hadji. So only 2 players on this A side of the map, where Na'Vi currently have 4 concentrated. And with both of these players being so deep inside of the site, you're going to have very little time to react as these 2 B players for Windigo to come and rotate round. You can see on the minimap, Hadji already beginning his rotation. This push coming in. Boomich, first man into the bomb site, and he'll get tested, falling at the first hurdle. Calix to remove him. Simple emerging from long. It's Mearbit down in the Mir pit to try and cement the round for Windigo. But there's Electronic. Coming through the smoke is Hadji, shut down by Flamey, and suddenly this is looking good for Windigo. It's all on to Bubble now, trying to deny the bomb plant, peeking on in. Electronic just gets it planted, both players missing, and just about Na'Vi find that round. Oh, it didn't feel comfortable. There were some nice shots from Electronic and Flamey to get the bomb down, but in the 2v1, it looked a little dicey. Regardless, a round is a round for the Na'Vi side.
Scrappy plays having to come through to make that work, right? Simple pushing a smoke, getting a crucial frag before he's traded from the pit, and Electronic falling off Balk as well to even get me a bit out of there. Bubble, he almost finds that kill onto the planter. Even if he got it in the post plant, you know, assuming Flamey misses 1 or 2 shots of that AWP, he's dead. So, real chance in that 1 on 2, but unfortunately not able to convert either of the kills. Hadji, oh, he's been flashed in. Flamey's blind, not been spotted. Boomich coming in from above as well. And Hadji gonna try and chase this down. He hears the spam and he acts off the back of it, but Boomich, he was trying to just bait a repeat, and he gets away with that kill. Great awareness from Boomich. 5 on 4. Na'Vi, for the first time in a while, sitting with a man advantage at the start of the round. Will that be untraded? Will that be kept here for Na'Vi. Simple, eager to peek B, but Calix with an off angle. It's spotted. He's got to reposition. The molly down to make sure that Na'Vi don't go in off the back of that info. Windigo balls a steal to only keep 2 players on this B site here, but they've got to watch long as well. That's why Poison still got the AWP on the A site. Na'Vi with a lot of players in Banana ready to go for this execute, just trying to force out all the utility. There's still a significant bit, though, for Windigo, and Poison isn't convinced to rotate either. Windigo, they think it's a fake. Calix is going to go back. Poison's given up long. That's why Calix needs to fill this window, but that's left Bubble alone at the back of the B-bomb site.
Yeah, he still has that smoke that he's going to drop, and now he's going to hope that that alone allows him to fight the good fight here at B. Player gets passed into CT, and with Flamey shutting him down, this fight decides a hell of a lot, even with Calix winning it. Windigo don't look convinced to go for this retake. 3 on 4. Wouldn't be uncommon to see them save here. And that will be the decision made by this CT side.
He may not be getting frags, but that's a really important flashbang for Guardian there, thrown over the wall. Bubble repositioned to watch that push into the CT spawn, and then he gets blinded by one very well-timed flash. It allows Electronic and Flamey to take a bit of position inside of the site, and they get that trade onto Bubble. So he gets away with no kills on the defense, and Na'Vi will be able to find a 3rd round on this T side. It took a while, but they're starting to piece things together, Harry. Unfortunate rotation from Windigo. If they had 2 players there, there's a very good chance they can run a crossfire and actually put up a defense, but now just saving 3 guns, their money in a bit of a state. And really, you can't buy around this. You've probably just got to play 3 rifles, 2 pistols. It's a safer option, because if you force buy on the other 2, and then you lose that round, you're down to nothing. You'd rather have a buy in the follow-up regardless of what happens here, but it is going to mean that you only have 3 guns. It's a tough decision to make. Let's see what Windigo go for. They'll force. And yeah, the justification behind that is they buy full utility on everyone else as well, right? So like, no one really has saved money apart from Calix, but at least they have, you know, all the nades, and they're going to bring an aggressive round into this one.
There's one of those MP9s finding something, but Boomich emerging from the tunnels. The threat that lurked below now rises to the surface, and this leaves just 2 players standing for Windigo, Hadji and Calix. 2 versus 4, and they're going to group up together. Well, that's what it looked like, but Calix now changing his mind, going back towards the B side of the map. And Na'Vi very, very methodical in this. They don't want to, you know, we've seen from both of these players that are left standing, we've seen them have these huge moments, and Hadji catching that timing there.
I don't know if that Molotov was meant to rebound off the door, but it did, and it went all the way deep into the hallway instead of just boiler. That's kind of a cool trick there for Na'Vi, using the trigonometry. Doing some maths, Harry. And, well, here's some maths. A 4th round for Na'Vi taken, and we are nearing the end of the half. Windigo, they're going to be out of money here. So Calix needs to hold on to this gun, and Na'Vi know it. They've sent Simple in to hound him down.
But Simple not looking the right way, and surely, oh, he gets the tag, brings him down so low, and now they send Guardian into the firing line. Calix has already run away, so he will get to hold on to this M4 a little bit longer. Oh, I mean,
it wouldn't do anything, I don't think.
But Na'Vi stumbling back to their feet after initially a very, very slow start here right now, starting to chain together a couple of rounds, almost hitting that kind of minimum threshold for what we would want over on the T side. And obviously, you know, with no investment coming in this round from Windigo, or a very, very small investment, right? Nothing to write home about. You're hoping that this should be the 5-6 scoreline presenting itself the way of Na'Vi. Critically as well, Guardian gets himself out of the minuses in that last round.
Yeah, 0 and 8 now. Nice. Oh, this boost. He can see legs, he knows, and Hadji's going to get dropped from the bottom. That's not the rifle, that's not the armored Calix who has the M4. He'll get away with that for now. A small loss for Windigo. lots of damage through the smoke. Both kills through the smoke for Na'Vi. Yeah, just go. W into the site. No one here to stop you. And that's the round lost for Windigo. Just a couple of smoke shots are all Na'Vi needed to get a fifth. Harman's push coming through, Flaming getting pressure from both ends, and Calyx will win that duel. Mirbit's now got a Krieg to grab. And if you're Windigo, you are saving this every day. But Na'Vi already pushed CT, already starting to surround and box in these CT players. Guardian's gone back towards T-spawn to make sure there's no T-apps pushed to second mid. Na'Vi methodical in clearing out this map. I'm loving what they're doing right now. Boomic isn't planting because he knows they can get these kills. However, Calyx is making it interesting, so Boomic will eventually commit to that plant. That being said, Simple now knows where he is, and a clean one-tap to find Calyx. Mirbit's the only unknown quantity here, and he might be able to get away with this gun at least for another round. Krieg is so good on the CT side, and Windigo will be able to buy around it in round number 11. 12, I mean.
Yeah, I think you were right.
No, 12. This is round 11. 6-4. There's been 10 rounds played. Current round is 11. Next round is 12.
You said they'll be able to buy in round 12.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying you think I'm right with 11.
Hang on a minute.
Ignore me. I'm rambling, Harry.
You've confused me there,
Yeah.
Hugo.
He's done something there.
He has done something there.
Hey, Nick, dog gun.
Man. We've got the... no one's going to get these references.
I don't
That's
care.
The worst
It's not for
part.
anyone but you, Harry.
Poison's bringing the AWP out. He's got that back in hand. That Krieg still in the hands of Mirbit. And a four-man stack over towards B. Windigo, they've got to be going for this banana aggression again. It was working for them so well, and so they've really committed to that early. Simple getting naded down low. It's only since they've been giving this top banana control the way of Na'Vi and over to Simple, namely, that we've really seen many problems arising for Windigo. They're trying to contend with him here. Molotov. Oh,
he's lucky. He's very lucky. And he gets blinded, so like, nope, not risking that. Just going to smoke it in case it starts to spread. He wouldn't have known. He was already 50. He could have died there, Harry, but... for now, we'll hold on to banana, and Windigo will give it up. The AWP on Poison, divvying between long and the site. Na'Vi with 5 players and banana ready to go for this B play. Windigo, I like this setup, but if you watched Rush's pro tips, his Molotovs, his smokes, all his utility, you would know how to molly this quad, and that would create big problems for Windigo. We'll see if Na'Vi go for it. Just standard smokes in a fast play. Electronic gets domed. Boomich with one, but Calyx trading, and now they know there's another man at the back of the site. Flick shot from Poison as he emerges through the smoke, and Calyx will find a second. Great defense here from Windigo. The lack of Molotovs proving to be a problem for Na'Vi. Guardian, 1 on 4.
yeah, and he'll just get peaked. Calyx looking stellar over towards this B side of the map, topping the charts right now for Windigo. I was waiting for a molly to come in. Flamey had one, that's the thing. I mean, okay, they didn't have all the Molotovs, all the trimmings to make that B take happen. But as you say, all it would have taken was one well-placed Molotov over towards quad, and that would have been a very, very different round there for Na'Vi. Oh, back in the hands of Guardian, and I'm really hoping we can see him find something with it, because it's a very, very heavy investment to keep pulling in. And they're not getting a lot of return from it in these rounds. Obviously, AWP in T side, never easy.
What Windigo are going to do later is try and retake banana control. You can see Bubble lining up that smoke that will land at the top. Land by that half wall. So we might see him throw that and set Calyx up with a flashbang, or vice versa. Well, certainly not vice versa. Calyx uses all his utility. We'll see if Windigo do commit to that idea, or if they just let Na'Vi take top B. That seems to be the case for now. Simple giving it up. And there's the smoke coming in. Ooh, missed completely, actually. The Molotov will land, but Na'Vi are not looking to give up this position. With the molly landing, they can smoke that off, hold this position. Windigo going to regress regardless, and yeah, doubling back Good decision. Don't want to commit with so many players of Na'Vi at the top of Banana. This spot is so good. Astralis use it so much on B-side defenses on Inferno, and it's not going to be checked. Bubble getting a kill. Now the Molotov's pushing Windigo back. Calyx has fallen off that position. Simple just going to flash his way in. He's gone above as well. There's no one here to stop him. They're both tunneled in on the CT spawn, and Simple gets one. Boomich and Guardian light up the scoreboard, and Na'Vi with a 4-on-2, a plant on the B-bomb site. They're forcing Windigo to save.
Yeah, finally figuring out how to crack that nut over towards the B side of the map. And with that, Na'Vi onto a 6th. What was once, a huge advantage for Windigo has been very, very well recovered here by Na'Vi over on the T side. And they're not going to hunt these weapons down anymore. They want to at least set themselves up looking to the future so that they're not having to take any of these, weak buys, any of these weak partial investments towards the end of this half. Still a chance that they're able to win it out, right? Like, if they get this one and the investment comes in as it should for Windigo, featuring that AWP on Poison or the utility, the odds are they're not going to have cash. So you set yourself up nicely to potentially win out the half over on the Na'Vi side of things. Tactical pause for Windigo.
And it's nice to see the change of, Blade from going, shouting at Na'Vi and telling them, what they need to know. It's now looking far more relaxed, realizing this T side is coming together in a big way. There's 2 early tactical pauses from Na'Vi with Blade offering lots of words, Harry, lots of words, has put Na'Vi in a really good position. 6 rounds. And like you said, still that chance to get the 8-7. It's not impossible by any means. Momentum is in their favor. Windigo, it's been a bit of time since they've had successful rounds. Poison on that orb. I want to see the orb go towards B, but with the amount of utility Windigo throwing, it doesn't really leave any lines of sight open for Poison to get a kill. However, he has the spawn this time, and I'm sure they'll set him up.
Yeah, Guardian's got his AWP here, and he's already crossed to that left-hand side. Missed shot from Poison, now going to give up that this AWP is toward this side of the map. Windigo, they've read this well. Na'Vi, on the back of spotting that AWP, they've quickly taken this top mid control. So there's the immediate rotate back in from Bubble. So you've still got this 3-man hold over here towards the A bomb site.
Electronic. Very close, Harry. Very, very close. He saw the barrel. He saw the shot, but Windigo backed off and didn't give him the kill. Running right through a smoke. Boomich is back turned. Bubble's just there, but he walks through his own, and Simple will trade that out. Na'Vi now have control of CT and top B. This could set them up for a CT to B play. Maybe not going to be the go-to, but Simple. Oh, he stands in that smoke to avoid the Molotov. And will Poison realize this? Will he see him? Will he see a leg as that smoke begins to fade? Ooh, it's going to be close. This AWP should be so good, and Simple still has his back turned. Poison's like, what am I getting stuck on? What's going on? And there he realizes no scope to connect, and now Na'Vi just speeding up the pace towards A.
Yeah, Hadji in the bomb site, though, he's been such a menace. Finally dealt with by Electronic. Poison, missing that shot there onto Guardian. And with that, the bomb plant coming in for Na'Vi. 2-on-2 in the post plant. Poison and Calyx, they're definitely interested in this. These two have been looking stellar for Windigo in this matchup thus far. They're going to try and boost Poison up and on top of the flower pots.
No.
Now, he's made some noise. Yeah, just stop that one. And there we go.
Really?
Save call for Windigo. They'll back out of this one. 7-7, Na'Vi tying this up. And Windigo, someone needs to teach them how to jump properly. They couldn't do that boost back on overpass. That was a 4-man boost required. I think we needed all 5 with the run boost.
I watched it back when Chad was clipping it, and like they had to boost 3 and then they had to run boost on top. What they did is they boosted 2 and then they run boosted, and obviously they missed because there weren't 3 already there. Like they did it in the wrong order. You know, I'd never seen that boost before, and even I could tell how they were supposed to do it. It was really weird. Just communication.
Oh, Windigo. If you need, if Shockwave ever does start to, you know, run dry of ideas, Hugo Byron right here.
All I'm going to say is bind, you know, mouse wheel to jump Harry. That's all I'm going to say.
Awful advice.
Unbind spacebar or put it on something useful, like not jump.
You've got a real vendetta against me for...
Yeah. No, well, it's not just that, Harry. You used to shoot with Alt. Next, you're going to tell me you're inverting your mouse?
Actually, I used to shoot with right click and scope with left click. But yeah, that's a story for another day.
Just play left-handed. Do it machine, you know. Don't swap the fingers.
Top mid control taken for Na'Vi in this round, and Bubble moving into position. Has his crossfire with Hadji between the balcony, although he doesn't seem aware of how deep these players are at short, and that allows Boomich to deal with Bubble as he tries to retreat over towards the long side. They know that Hadji's in the pit, and Poison getting pincered from long. Boomich, blinder of a shot hit onto that man, and now wrapping towards the A site. Hadji from the pit. He's already got one. Will he be ready for Simple going above and quite literally beyond? Somehow he is, and Calyx even dropping Boomich over at long. This might have just fallen apart for Na'Vi. The bomb is still over here on the back of Guardian, and him getting that kill, that is an avenue back into this round.
Yeah, he's going to back off and join his teammate at B. Electronic has gotten so deep, and Poison's hearing him. He knows he's about 18 seconds. This bomb has got to run. Electronic needs this frag. Poison just needs to stay alive. He's got back to quad. Does Electronic read this? Oh, the timing has been missed, but in the shot as well. Poison can't drop the bomb, and Electronic's taken him down. An opportunity gone amiss here, and Na'Vi might win the half after all. It's down to Hadji. He was the hero of Overpass, but will he be the same back on Inferno?
Swapping out from the double AWPs with those shots missing, and he's already gotten into the ruins. They're posted up on this angle, the first tag going in, and Hadji now knowing where both of these players are. He's heard the AK and the AWP, but no one's giving up anything. Guardian there to put him down, and Na'Vi, they've somehow turned this one on its head. Down from what was, at one point in time, a 6-1 scoreline in favor of Windigo. They've managed to win out the half, 8-7. Now moving into the CT side of their map pick. Are things all going to come up, Na'Vi, or will the Windigo side fight back? Join us after a quick break to find out.
Heart into something gold. No, I sold my soul to the devil long ago. I rode it all along on your wave right before it broke. Time was thrown down the well, so I let you go.
wake me up before you Windigo go, because they aren't planning on going home, but they might not have a choice here. Na'Vi looking good in the first half of Inferno. It started well off for the ex-Bulgarian team, but now they sit down 8-7. Only 7 rounds on their CT side of this map, and Na'Vi's pick already a map up in the series. It's looking so good for the Russians. Can they finish off this feast of frags?
Well, they're tucking in, they've had their starters, and now we're getting into the main course. This second half underway, pistol round about to begin. Calyx, Bubble, donning the utility here for Windigo. 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs, 2 nades. It's a real symmetry fest over here on the T side. Look at those odds. That's not symmetrical. Massively in favor of Na'Vi.
Yeah, Guardian ballsy play down second middle as well in the pistol. Luckily, Windigo not taking mid. We don't really ever see Ts in mid on T-side pistol rounds because of the amount of CTs that do push. So Guardian's given the room and he backs up. Calyx doesn't want to lose these nades, so he has to be careful. Simple falling back to the corner. The flash is good, and Calyx will take him down, but there's still 2 more men here. Electronic shooting off. Flamey with another frag, and Na'Vi might just concede the top of B. They don't need to fight here till the ends of the earth. Windigo, in the meantime, are walking out apartments, and there's no one here to stop it. Boomich is in apps. He's been bypassed. He's not going to come back through the hallway. Windigo can drop into the pit. The only issue is he can stop this bomb from going anywhere. He spotted it down bottom middle, and now Windigo know that they can get out through these apartments. They've taken him down. They've opened up A. Guardian's on the rotation, but he won't be here in time.
Yeah, disaster has struck the CT ranks of Na'Vi. That one hole in their defense. Or defense, I guess. They found a hole in defense. And they've crawled right through it.
Just climb over it, really. How tall is this fence?
Yeah, but I assume if it's a fence, you know, it's probably going to have barbed wire along the top.
I was thinking more of like a picket fence, you know?
Right. No, yeah, you wouldn't go under that. You'd just go over. That just shows the difference in our backgrounds, Hugo. You imagine picket fences, I imagine jail yards.
Well, yeah, you did break out all those years ago. You know, I never really recovered from something like that, Harry.
And they still haven't caught me. 8-8, all tied up. Windigo get that pistol round locked in, and they find the one gap necessary to make that round happen. Na'Vi at least holding on to the armor. Bit of a cheaper investment if they want to go for this force bite, and I imagine they will. They've been pretty keen to take those. Maybe even a chance we see some rifles on the CT side, or it would be like a FAMAS. I don't know if those players got kills. No, instead it is just the scouts and shotgun fiesta. I love this. It's a Nova, it's an auto shotgun. Let's see if they can find anything with it.
You love a good Nova at top B, Harry, and that's exactly where Flamey's going with it. Electronic taking his to the apartment. Simple scouting mid. That's a missed shot. Don't know how. He can't even get the smoke out either. Got a bail out of middle. Windigo taking control of the apartments. 5 SMGs. I can't remember who won pistol, Harry. Look at these buys. You have no idea. No one even knows. Everyone has awful weapons, and Windigo, they've got to make this work, but up against the bite of Na'Vi, I'm getting a little scared. I think the pace could be good.
The one thing that's going to help them out massively, aside from having all this utility, is the lack of head armor on Electronic, Guardian, and Simple. Simple doesn't have anything behind this scout. So the SMGs should melt these scouts away, as they've done a good job of forcing them back into the bomb site and disallowing any early damage from Guardian, or Simple rather. He was... him and Guardian have both been nuisances when they've had these scouts in play. However, with these smokes now going in, Windigo, they've kind of got the belief, like, okay, this is where our SMGs are good. Well, you know what's even better than an SMG up close? The shotguns! And here they come! There it is! Simple doing loads of damage. Oh, it wasn't Simple. Who had the shotgun? I didn't
Electronic.
Electronic doing loads of damage with the shotgun. Love to see it. Woo! I got all caught up in the moment. I just love it when the shotgun buys work.
Really nice round from Electronic, because he gets mollied on Balk from short, and he goes back behind the railing and then re-aggresses. And yeah, no one checks it from Windigo. They just walk up thinking, okay, we've cleared Balk. That's the one position we know has no one in. Well, psych. Na'Vi will win that follow-up round after losing the pistol. And they've lost both pistols in this map, Harry, and they still hold on to the lead right now. And now they hold on to the SMGs of their foes. Still the shotgun as well, because you can't let that one go. Glocks and P250s. Windigo using this round as a tactical pause almost. just relaxing in the spawn. Hoping that Na'Vi use utility and come to get them. They can play safety in numbers, but can only really be so safe. See Na'Vi have sent Simple down banana as well. They're not going to be budging on A, though, not falling for this. Flamey has grenades, and he can assist Simple. If he just throws a grenade and Simple strafes out with it, I mean, huge potential damage here. A minute for Windigo to move, and likely just going to run up banana here. So Simple, now is your time. There's the grenade going in. It is, oh, that's just savage. Simple and Flamey just mopping up the round. Flamey with 4 kills, and I'd love to see his ADR after that one. He just blew them to smithereens.
Oh.
320 ADR. Utility damage.
320 utility damage from Simple in that round. Wow.
For Flamey, yeah.
For Flamey, sorry. Wow.
Yeah, not bad.
Shout out to production for hitting us with that little stat line. One that otherwise might, I mean, we knew it was a good nade, but now we know just how good of a nade it was. This auto shotgun still in play, and it's going to have rifles up against it now. Here's the thing. These shotguns are incredible, and let's see if Electronic can put it to good use. This is the perfect position for it. You don't have a choice whether or not you want to take this close or long range, because it's all close range in the apartments. No penthouses on that side of the map. Over here towards Banana. Oof. Simple, posted up, has the AWP in hand, and has struck one from the tally of Windigo. Damage done back in response to Guardian, but not the trade. And Electronic able to win that at some range with the shotgun, removing Calyx. And that is such a big scalp to find as well. Someone who's so good at providing the entries and creating space for Windigo, already getting shut down before he gets to even look into this round. Good utility usage just to delay the counterplay back in from the Windigo T side. Electronic, I'm loving this. He's such a goblin gamer.
A ghastly ghoul. They're going to come. 20 seconds, they got to. Boomich, he can back up and hide in the site. Electronic's been checked, though. They're ready for it this time. Boomich, oh, he's able to get something. Surely Hachi checking the corner, but he looks away, and Boomich has got a kill. Hachi's killed his teammate. He needs to dedicate to this bomb plant right now. 5 seconds. It will be in time. The retake on for Na'Vi. Flamey and Simple. This AWP as well is going to make things hard on the retake, but Hachi is tagged up.
Retrieving a smoke there and being allowed to drop that over towards Moto, that buys so much time for Windigo. Na'Vi, they might even have to go through it. They do have this kit on Simple, so that's at least going to provide them with a little bit more time. Flashbangs going in now. Ooh. And Flamey, so blind, fed to the Lions. And now just Simple, he gets that tag onto Poison. It's not enough to get the kill, though. Windigo, they will secure this 9th round narrowly. Considering that was a 3-on-5 as they get into this site, they've done a good job to find success in this round.
And even Simple takes them down after as well, getting kills on the exit. They'll save 1 gun apiece. But that's something, that's a round, and they will take that every day of the week. The bonus from Na'Vi, though, SMGs, shotguns, a scout, and now they have money. That's the issue, right? So you may have won that if you're Windigo, but you've only just started this T side. Hachi with bloodlust as well. Doesn't matter who he's killing, terrorists, counter-terrorists, he'll just rack up that body count. Simple fighting middle with the AWP as well. This is the buy for Na'Vi, 4 M4s. Simple, very keen aggression down mid, but he'll give it up pretty early. 3 on B for Na'Vi, that will change. The Electronic throws his nades and rotates round. Although he's just playing between the 2 sites, knowing that with Long being covered and with B being held, he can just sit in CT and wait for the right time to rotate. He's going to swap with Simple, put that AWP on B. There may be bad timing here. Oh, swapped out. Guardian will take it instead towards the A site. So many jumbles, so many swaps here for Na'Vi. But Windigo will be eventually walking into this AWP despite it being in the hands of a different man.
Boomich from up on the balcony. This position has been used by Na'Vi almost every round to find them a kill. However, it's the pace behind it. Boomich still good for one. Guardian not able to find these players getting out from the apartments, and by killing Boomich, you've got all the players off of this A site. That smoke has locked Na'Vi out from this position. They quickly assemble the boost, and from the top, Guardian will deal with Calyx at the very least. Shot still raining in, but Guardian, he's got such a good idea as to where this player in the site resides. Mirbit looking like he might try go through this smoke as that starts to fade. Is back up against it. Two players coming in from short. Guardian, he's been waiting all round to deal with these players, and Mirbit so patient, not ready for Simple, however, and he'll double up, deals with both players in a matter of seconds. Defuse held by Simple, who does have a defuse kit, so plenty of time here for Na'Vi. Orp carried forward. Krieg saved. They're very happy with that one, because on the back of it, with only one man surviving in the round prior for Windigo, Na'Vi now looking in control of this game and in control of the money.
Best kill from Guardian as well. Calyx jumping is so unfortunate. Never do you think something like that would catch you off guard, but Guardian just peering above the smoke. Able to catch him moving out of the site and moving towards the pit. 11-9. Windigo with pistols. Na'Vi looking to take a 12th round with little standing in their way. Bubbles at the top of B. Na'Vi have opted not to use any utility at the start of this round. Rather just take those dry fights. There's nothing for Windigo. A solo flashbang on Mirbit. Flamey and Simple should be able to make quick work of this B offensive. Molotov keeps Windigo at bay. Mirbit checking for a flank, but doesn't want to go out into middle. And here it comes.
These players, though, the pressure is on for Flamey and Simple to hit these shots and stop this push coming in. The rotations are a long way out. Might not matter. Kill does come through for Mirbit. Molotov dropped, and Flamey burning down the last man. Mirbit not able to escape his fiery clutches as Flamey cementing that round with 4 kills to his name. Stellar stuff between him and Simple to keep a leash on the beast in that round. Stops it getting out of hand. And now a tactical pause for Windigo. They know that their timing in this game is running out if they don't put a round up on the board soon.
That being said, they've really done a good job of making these unwinnable rounds winnable, right? We've had 3-on-5s up on that A site. Not so much in the first half, but they've put up a couple of rounds at least in this T side, and well, this needs to be one of them. Like you said, Na'Vi close to closing out this game, and this is the rifle round that really decides it all. There's going to be 2 left for Windigo if things continue. Not a lot of room for error.
Yeah, it looks like there was an issue with Shockwave's headset. Either that or just in protest he's taken it off.
Amy's like, check out this cool video I found.
So we're just working to get that resolved, and then we should be good to head back in. There we go. Right. He's suited, he's booted, he's ready to coach. I love getting to watch the coaches interact with them, but yeah, no, as we were saying, Hugo, the time for Windigo, not running out just yet, but we are approaching the kind of latter stages of this game where if Na'Vi keep being allowed to build up this confidence, keep being allowed to dominate this game, then it could be a 2-0. And that's the very, very real threat that you're facing now over on the Windigo side of things.
It's always just been Windigo trying to fight back right into the game. The only time they've had a hold over it was that 6-1 lead at the start of the CT side of Inferno. And well, look how that ended. 8-7 half for Na'Vi. They dropped 1 round out of, you know, the following 7. And and they win the half. And since then, it's just been all coming up Na'Vi, despite the pistol going in the way of Windigo, a forced by win with those shotguns on short. And this is kind of what you expect, right? Windigo, more inexperienced as a roster than the core of this Na'Vi team, right? And not only just as a team, but as individuals, with Guardian back in, with Boomich as well. This is such a terrifying roster, and this is why we've kind of painted this storyline of Na'Vi coming top of the group with little resistance. The only team that, you know, I think will have a chance is G2, and even then we saw yesterday how scrappy things can get. Now Na'Vi, of course, are a team that, you know, have had their fair share of communication problems in the past, but that's with previous rosters, and this one certainly doesn't look like it has the same weaknesses, the same faults. But that being said, we haven't seen them put to the test in a truly close game just yet. That affair versus Hellraisers was nice and quick yesterday. And Overpass was not much of a challenge here for Na'Vi either. So maybe versus G2 it can get hairy, but we're going to have to wait and see. That's not till tomorrow, Harry. Up next, of course, after this best of 3 series, we do have Hellraisers taking on G2. That is going to be a big question mark as well, right? Hellraisers, they looked weak versus Na'Vi. Always an asterisk, a caveat on that one. G2, who did have their fair share of problems, but did pick up a win versus Windigo. I've got my money on them to do it once again, but in what kind of state?
Yeah, I mean, you know, G2 now having to deal with like a whole kind of new set of problems, and it comes on terms of communication, right? That's a huge commitment to make from the 3-man French core, bringing in obviously 2 new players and completely switching up the language that you're calling in. It's not a change that many teams take lightly. I've just received that we can bring in Mr. Rushley, our observer. Rush, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
It's nice to put a face to the voice that we so often get to hear chiming in.
All right.
Nice shirt, Rush.
Thanks, Hugo. I believe we have the exact same shirt. You didn't wear it today, though.
No, you didn't tell me. You know, I put it on the other day in expectation, but...
Well, we have to sync up on this stuff. You just let me know. I'll wear it as well.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh,
I have to wear it back-to-back days, though. We only have 1 more day left of Brody Rush.
Yeah, all right. Hang on. This guy was spinning, so I thought I'd get some action in the little monitor you got over here.
Can't stop working.
Part of the setup here. You're looking behind the fourth wall, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool.
Oh,
goodbye.
Check it out.
Rush,
enough of you.
Do you wanna help us by beginning the cast on this round? You're so talented at it.
Well, looks like we've got a buy coming in from the T side here. SMGs, a couple of Kriegs. Electronic taking a look down mid though. Very exciting time. Simple. He might see 2, but I'm just gonna leave him. He's been flashed off, so he's running away now. Oh.
We didn't see where that kill came through.
If anyone types Tito's in chat, man, I'm gonna find you, okay?
I know, man. With this observer, you might have some trouble finding them.
All right. That's enough.
Right,
Yeah, you guys take it. I'm done.
Back to your 1 to 0s.
I love hearing Rush's input though, because it's very, you know, you get to have some insight as to how aware he is to be. Like, I wouldn't have noticed Simple just got flashed off the angle there over towards Banana.
Maybe you should open your eyes.
Maybe
Harry.
I should. Maybe I should have my eyes on the prize, like Electronic does right now. He's about to have a flurry of frags come his way, a plethora of punctuation in the apartments. Amirbit, Boomich, gonna make quick work of this mid play, and this has been stripped away from Windigo. Bubble left in the 1v5, and they're hoping for anything, any sort of damage to give them an avenue back into this game. They do at least deal with Electronic down in the pit. Whether or not Bubble can get out of here, that's another matter, and he cannot. Boomich looking so damn good in this series for Na'Vi.
Committing to a heavy apps drop like that when you've got rifles is so hard if there's a good pit player, but the real issue there coming in for Windigo is they don't even have mid, right? They don't even have short. So there's just a player on the porch just running a crossfire with Electronic in the pit. There's nowhere for you to go. You can't drop short side, as you can see. Boomich is just going to pick you up, and he kills the only mid player to come out late. So, you know, not well timed for Windigo, and also not getting the desired control before they go for that execute. Na'Vi just have excellent crossfires. And 13-9, Harry, we say there were 2 buy rounds left. That was one of them. They're going to have 1 more after this, but Calix, he doesn't want to put it down to the rifles. He wants to open up with pistols, and at least for now, killing that AWP, the grenade will push it back enough for Boomich to pick it up and give it back to Simple on this A site. Actually, he doesn't. Sorry, Simple's down on B. They've just thrown it away. Just got it out of the game. So 2 ops on Na'Vi, but only one of them in play right now, and Windigo taking B.
This AWP, Simple has to get himself out of danger. The pistols are closing the gap. These rounds can go wrong, and this is how it happens. Simple's got to stand the test of time, and there's players all around him. He's in the air, and Mirbit connecting that shot now, upgrading onto the AWP for Boomich and Electronic. This has got to be the save.
Yikes.
Windigo finds success there with that fast pistol play up Banana.
Quick note here, that was the first opening kill for Windigo in the second half other than pistol. Otherwise, they've been getting picked off initially in all other rounds. Back to you guys.
Yeah, big stuff from Calix to be the man to provide that with the Deagle down through mid onto Guardian. I am still really liking Calix's fit within this squad, truthfully. I think he suits it quite well. He is just somebody you can let off the leash. He'll give you the openers. He'll create space. And we haven't really seen him separating from the pack in any regard in this game thus far. I like this one. What are we gonna call it?
Rush.
That's Rush the chicken.
Ooh, nice shot from Electronic. He just saved his teammate there. That could have gotten dicey. They would have lost the AWP in the site, but going to be dragged on. This is the Deeg from Calix. Kapow! Guardian getting wrecked in middle. Pistol's finding good success here for Windigo, even getting Simple at the back of the site. We're going for a little boat ride. You can't stay here forever, I don't think, so we've got to follow some players. And the guns are out. Windigo win an eco. That's a huge weight off their shoulders. It gives them another round to work with. Not up against 14 just yet, like they should have been with an armorless eco. Simple. He's had enough, Harry. He's pushed down Banana. Only 1 AWP here as well, so he is going to be able to do it with the M4. This will allow for a quick mid-flank if Windigo commit towards A.
Top mid control already taken for Windigo very, very quickly in this. Something that we've noted from Na'Vi is they're showing a lot of restraint in throwing this utility out. We've seen 30 seconds of this round play out now, and still a plethora of utility available for these CTs. So as Windigo try and pick up the pace, as they try and get out towards A, that kill is one that needs to come through, and finally it does. Guardian now on the angle with the AWP, and he's just going to drop this smoke. Peek from Electronic, finding damage, doesn't survive the drop into the pit. Haji is good to remove him. They know that Calix is here, and Guardian's just trying to stay alive, trying to be a nuisance, trying to buy time, and he's hidden. Oh, there's the kill to Calix. Guardian, there it is. 3 kills on the AWP, a 14th round for Na'Vi, and Guardian, he might have been struggling a little bit. Hopefully that there is the confidence boosting round that he needed.
Now, Harry, do you remember when Guardian was -1 and 8 at the start of this map? He has pulled it back in a huge way. Still in the negatives, but you can't really blame him for that.
I'll give it to him that it's the most creative way I've seen a player dodge going 007 ever. But yeah, just killing yourself.
Just go to -1, why not? Either way, he's really pulled it back. 9 and 12 now, having a huge impact in that round. And Boomich is going to start off here. He gets caught retreating, Bubble with the SMG up top mid, and he's just going to run and gun. Why not? Your back's up against the wall here if you're Windigo. You've at least pushed Na'Vi out of middle. This is going to be a smart rotation, though, because Na'Vi have dedicated 3 players into A now. Simple's come off of that B site, and Windigo moving back into the solo B setup. Flamey getting flashed. He's going to have to get a kill here at least, and there's one. The Kree, so good. He's not even falling off, Harry. He is just locking down the Banana on his own. Can eventually drop now in a 4-on-2. And where do you go? Windigo, they had everything to play with, everything to play for, and now they're absolutely stuck.
Yeah, you know, if you're Windigo here, the best fight you're going to get is a 2-on-2 in one of these bomb sites, and it is both of these bomb sites that they can look to get that in. But even odds, they're not the sorts of fights you want to be taking in Counter-Strike. Flamey holding the one way in that smoke does just concede the angle. 45 seconds, Windigo's still here, and that second smoke now going in gives up the fact that there is this double stack towards the B bomb site. Molotov for CT, Flamey drawing the attention away, and Simple waiting in the wings makes this one so. Flamey, 4 kills once again. He's been stellar over towards that B side of the map. And that's enough to grant Map and Seru's point the way of Na'Vi.
Little note there, Simple, on that rotate, he gets up on the bench outside Ruins and throws that set smoke. That wasn't just a random smoke. That was a one-way, crafted on purpose by Simple to allow Flamey to, position himself in the corner and try and get those kills. No one pushed in time. No one peeked this smoke. But for, a moment, there was an opportunity there for Flamey to just be invisible. And I just love that. So many little tricks up their sleeves do Na'Vi have. Nice Molotov. Hadji's got to use a bit of utility to stay alive in the banana. Ooh. Barrage of utility. Oh my, Hadji, he's dead here. He's going to get out with 20, but too close for comfort. Simple. Just getting flashed behind his... Oh, that's a one-tap to a smoke. And Flamey with the Krieg is not even fair. He's been unleashed, Harry. He is just looking to end this game here and now. Him and Simple getting all the kills in Banana. Bombs back in T-spawn. Windigo need to go and get it, but even then, the chances of them getting a bomb plant in a 2-on-5 like this seem dismal.
Yeah, Flamey, the CIS Elige. And this round has all but fallen apart. Mere bit. It would be a 1v5 for the record books. I don't feel like this is one that we're going to see come through, though. Trying to catch the timing over in top mid, and Boomich is there to solidify the victory. The 2-0 for Na'Vi. They'll take Inferno. It was a slow start from Na'Vi. They go 6-1 down in their T side, and then they pull it back. They look so damn good. From the moment they get that first round back on the board, they break that drought. Everything turns up for Na'Vi, and it's heartbreak over on the other side of things. Windigo now losing both of these opening games. They've got one more left in the tank. And that's all for this series. Obviously, we have Hellraisers versus G2 coming up later. Before that, we've got the analyst desk. That'll be coming up after a quick commercial break. So do not switch off. Don't go anywhere. There's more Counter-Strike, more big brains appearing on these screens in just a minute.